why love bombing never works. If you think about the word itself, the phrase love bombing, it's an oxymoron. Like, bombing is like destruction and hurt and just wanting like drama and fire and flames, and like, it's not compassionate, it's not caring, it's unpredictable in a very scary kind of way that to break something down. Whereas to me, loving is the complete opposite. It's compassionate, it's caring, it's taking time, it's authentic, it's hopefully longer lived, it's deeper, it's soulful. Like, for me, that's what love stands for me. So just the term itself, love bombing, I feel like gives its destructive powers away in itself. But I, in particular, have been realizing that I have not only been love bombed a lot, but I've also been a love bomber myself. And to me, there are two different types of love bombing. One is someone that is very manipulative and strategic about what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're trying to win someone's affection and attention, just to get an ego boost, just to get to find out how many people they can make fall for them. And it makes them feel good in the short term. It makes them feel powerful, and they can drop that person really quick too. They don't need to stick around. It's more like a checklist, like, oh, I did it, and it's kind of a game. The second type of love bomber, in my opinion, is someone that loves the idea of being in love. They don't even realize they're love bombing, but they're using flattery and giving and generosity and working in a very quick pace, just because they're so craving that love and attention and affection, and they want to also give it. And they feel like if they can find someone that is willing to receive it and give it back to them, that makes them worthy. And I think a lot of times we can be so insecure just wanting that quote unquote love that we don't realize is actually not real love and is based on fantasy. And I believe that in the past I was doing that second type of love bombing. I didn't know I was doing it. I just also didn't know how insecure I was and how much I was craving that falling in love feeling. I was craving like having someone choose me and being able to choose someone else. But I wasn't even taking the time to make sure that the person that I thought I was, trying to win over was even right for me. Like, I can think of times where I just decided that that must be the right person for me without even learning whether I really liked that person, because I didn't even take enough time to get to know what kind of person they were like in order to make that decision. So nowadays, when I have been love bombed recently, I look at it very differently. First of all, I can be compassionate when someone is love bombing me and I can see that they don't even know that they're doing it, because I have done that in the past. But I also have really good boundaries. If it's going too far and they are pushing things and not caring to listen to when I say, like, I like someone to take the time to get to know me, or I feel like some of the things you're saying like don't make me feel very comfortable, or I don't feel like they're earned yet because we haven't known each other much at all. If they don't respect what I'm saying or actually take the time to listen to it, and things just go too far, like they cross the boundaries too much or at all, I'm very good at just cutting things off now. I might answer a few questions if they have some, but most of the time I've learned that it's better just to walk away from those situations, because energetically it would just bring two people into a very toxic, unhealthy dynamic where we're feeding off of each other's insecurities instead of helping each other grow and learn and expand. And I don't want to be in that energy anymore. And I also take ownership. If I am attracting a lot of love bombers, I don't just say, oh, there must be a lot of love bombers out there, or there aren't good guys out there, because they don't take the time to like pace and get to know me, and they're just, wanting an ego booster. I don't go in that direction. I'm like, what am I doing? Because I've said this before, the law of attraction is no lie. I'm obviously doing something to attract, to draw in that energy of someone love bombing me. So if someone is giving me attention, flattery, affection too quickly, unearned, and coming from a very insecure place because they just want an ego boost, where am I not accepting or giving myself enough time? Not accepting myself, not giving myself enough time. Where am I feeling insecure in myself that I am putting out this energy that, like, please just give me that affection, attention, relationship now? Because I truly believe that I must be putting out that kind of frequency or energy if that is happening to me too many times. And I'd like to rephrase that and say it's happening for me, because I think the people that we meet, especially when it's happening repeatedly, are a reflection of where we're at. So lately, if I've met people that are love bombing and I can see that they're doing it without knowing, and it's the completely wrong pacing, and it's not taking the time to get to know me, I step back and I slow it down, or I walk away, and then I don't go straight into the same thing again with someone else. I try to make myself aware, what is it that I need right now to fill myself up with? Because I've talked in other videos about how I feel like people can't rob you of your energy or take something away from you if you are filled up enough with your own energy and your own sense of self and your own boundaries that are formed internally. You don't need to form them on the outside. You don't need to yell them out or push someone away to say them loudly. And if you are already filled up with your own sense of self. So I have to realize, like, what am I missing in myself? Like, maybe I'm insecure about something. Maybe I'm running out of patience and not trusting in the universe and divine timing to make something happen as it should or as it will organically. Maybe I'm pushing too much of my masculine energy and not allowing my feminine to flow and to have things come about with ease. And I take ownership of that. I almost appreciate now when people come into my life that are love bombing, because it makes me realize I have some work to still do. But what I love is I'm catching myself on it a lot faster. I'm standing up for what I really believe and what I want. I'm able to express what I'm feeling more and more easily and quicker, and trusting in my intuition. And yeah, so to me, love bombing is not love. It's based on something that crumbles. It's based on something that is shaky. It's not, love to me is deep, it's whole, it's stable, it's passionate but compassionate. Whereas love bombing, I think, is based on insecurities. It's based on control. It's based on trying to make us feel good through validity, through someone else, rather than feeling our own value within ourselves. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you been love bombed? Have you ever been a love bomber? Do you even believe in the term? Like, what do you think of it? I want to hear other people's stories. It's always interesting for me to hear other perspectives, and yeah, just to hear your thoughts on the whole idea of mirrors, like meeting people that are mirrors to show us where we're at. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.